Hey y'all, I did my damnedest to get here. Oh, I was like, I gotta make it at 9 o'clock. I didn't even put my Instagram post out. I wanted to get my freaking ring light. I look back at my live because I never look at my lives once it's over. And I had clicked it after the last live, and I was like, do I be looking this ratchet, and like the quality of it just looks so blurry and fuzzy? But when I'm on here now, I mean, it's obviously not HD, but I can see, good enough. So I'm like, damn, I need to start doing what everybody else doing, I guess, and get the cameras or whatever that is. But y'all, it is Friday night. And yes, y'all, we have some catching up to. First of all, y'all go get y'all glasses. I got mine because we have some celebrations to or some things to celebrate rather tonight. You can get your little drinky drink, some water or some tea or whatever you want to get. I gotta tell y'all, like, y'all will never believe what we celebrating tonight. But let me give my little warm welcomes. Hey, Summer. It's y'all. So another thing, the girls are all up. They're all up. Journie and Jiya they're a little bit more understanding that they, this is the time where they're laying down and getting ready to go to sleep. Jori is, she's going back and forth. So Jori probably gonna make her appearance in here because I was about to get the ring light because I do like when I have the ring light, but Jori gonna knock that thing out. But anyways, Mimi, C Beauty, Lady Leo, Mariah, Aliana, Lorraine, Tawana, Rich B, Danny T in these YouTube streets, Jen, CC Life. I'm making sure I don't repeat nobody's name because I know some of y'all already coming to each other. Montria, Mama UK, especially if y'all my members. Hey, oh yeah, y'all. So I have dinner, y'all, and I'm so mad. So I made some boneless. I don't even want to show y'all because only a mother's love. Only a mother's love. Unfortunately, the food was so damn good. Oh, here's your hey. What's going on? Yes. What? The food was so good. The girls were asking for seconds. So y'all, well, if you fry stuff, I didn't make that much flour batter that was seasoning stuff. So as I was frying it, I'm thinking, okay, like the more the flour has, the better coat it for the crisp to it. Y'all, the girls started asking for more, so I had to give them the best battered ones because they eat before me, and then I made sure my mom had the better battered ones, and then I gave Babe his plate, and he had a good one. So I'm left with the rinky dinks, and I'm mad, but everybody else was happy, so that's good. It says Summer said I posted like 10 comments. Y'all, make sure y'all get y'all drinks. I need to post on my Instagram. Before I make my announcement, we got to get the rest of the people in here because I know my notifications. This good. Oh, I see some orders coming in from God Limbs right now as we speak. Thank you. By the way, I am Jor. What are you doing? I have a special going on, so go check out on God Limbs website. And $60 go off orders. What is it, baby? What's going on? What is it? Let me multitask and get this link for the video. But yeah, $60 off all orders, free bonnet, and a free water bottle. A free water bottle to the first. I think it was 30 people. It may have already cut off with the 30 mark. I haven't actually counted the orders yet, but I'll count it and see. But right now, I think there was still like 5 slots open because I think it was 22 or something last time I checked, and a few orders came today. Okay, y'all, because we are celebrating tonight. And yeah, so we're gonna do a little follow-up with, I told y'all every time Martin does a video, then I want to like kind of do like a little reaction to it. Is this the right link? Before I put this wrong thing, Kay. Okay, yeah. I want to do like a little reaction on my on YouTube for you guys. I was gonna do that live reaction. I'm glad I didn't because that wasn't gonna be a good one at all. It wasn't gonna be a good one because I be getting triggered when I see certain stuff, and I can't just be having that out there in the atmosphere. So it's just better for me to just do it this way, y'all, and me watch it and then come and tell y'all my opinion. Because if I film myself as I'm watching it, it could get ugly. So, anyways, link. What are y'all doing tonight? Because I hope y'all celebrating. I hope y'all are celebrating with me, because y'all would never believe what we have to celebrate. I'm trying to wait for a little bit more people. I just put it on my Instagram story. I'm live now. Okay, I'm gonna put the wrong emoji. There we go. Boom, there we go. But anyways, they're still mad because Keesha took her nigga back. I don't read the comments. Let me get my food started. So I got this blue cheese. I ain't gonna eat too long. I know some people don't like watching eating. I kind of got used to it after watching mukbangs. I don't really. People be like, "Oh my gosh, I can't stand to see Keesha eating. I'm cringing every time she scrapes her teeth to the fork." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, what? I don't even know what people be talking about. But y'all, close your eyes if you don't want to see me eat. I gotta eat this food. I'm trying to gain 50 pounds. But yeah, so I did not read Martin's comments. I do not read Martin's comments under his videos because I'm not gonna engage myself with ignorance and go back and forth with trolls. So we already fought. If what you saying something they're talking about me taking Jeremy back, we already passed that. We need to worry about why I'm getting cyberbullied, stalked, and harassed because I took a man back. Or why you feel like it justifies you to cyberstalk, harass, bully, slander, defame, and all of the above because someone chose to be with him. I don't care if Jeremy was the worst cheater in the world. Like what does that have anything to do with you choosing to cyberstalk, bully, harass, or do any of those type of things to anyone? It never justifies anyone in my book. This is the fact that we are all on here waiting on a Friday night. Okay, let me catch up with the comments. Hey, Chandra. Yeah, this is the earlier comments. I'm about to skip through y'all. Sorry, I got a lot of comments. Thank you, Karen Shelby, for that super sticker. Good day, Keesha, everyone in the chat. Y'all, because I told y'all, if y'all just now coming to the chat, we have some celebrating to do tonight. It says, yeah, I made the mistake. I'll be forgetting to put some comments on the screen. Yeah, I made the mistake of reading the comments on the first video, and I got swept up in defending you. They're sick. I mean sick. Yeah. And I do appreciate y'all defending me, so I'm never going to say don't defend me. But trust and believe me, only people who are ridiculously ignorant, like the whole purpose of this series, as he titled the first video in the series, was like, I was dragged over a lie. And here we are in episode 2. Where are my roses? Where is my sorry? Because first of all, even though he didn't make emphasis on this, because he only kind of went into what Jeremy said in the video that kind of sent people in a frenzy, or what the thing that he said in a book that could have been misconstrued or people were misinterpreting. I was waiting for him to say what I said. I was waiting. Did y'all hear it? Because I did hear it. I was like, I know he about to get into what I said in the book, or where I pointed out someone as a homewrecker or a slut, a whore, or a man stealer, or tramp, or all of the above. I was waiting. I was desperately waiting, because even that receipt he put on the screen where somebody was in her DMs, Keesha called you a stripper hoe. I was waiting for him to show where I said that in the book or in the sit-down video. I was waiting. And the fact that he didn't show anything means that I must have not said that. So where are my roses? Where's my sorry? Where's, you know what, Keesha, we were wrong. Where's the accountability y'all want me to have so bad? This is where y'all stand up and be accountable. This is where y'all stand up and do what y'all think I should do. Because I've already held myself accountable for whatever I've done. I've already endured what I need to endure, dealt with the damage and all of that. Like I said, from day one to up until this point, the things that I said that I stand by and I stand on. Like that's never changed. But the title of the series said, A YouTuber was drug over a lie. And here we are, episode 2.
Mama.
Yes, baby.
Bye.
No, you're not getting on the bike. Here we are, episode 2. And I was waiting patiently. I was actually impatient. Yes, baby.
Bye.
No bike. No bike. I was waiting impatiently. Keesha, if you want to gain weight, eat a lot of bread. I know, y'all. My metabolism is just so dang bad. I love your seafood dishes. I'm a seafood lover. Me and Babe doing some seafood on Monday. Well, I already edited the video for y'all. Hold on, y'all gotta spit something out. I ain't want to try to see me was like a little piece of fat. But yeah, I was over exaggerating, not 50 pounds, literally. I want to gain like 15. They mad they don't have a. I don't know what the reason they mad about, but I really don't care what they mad about. But what I want to know is where in the book did I call somebody a homewrecker, stripper hoe, a one night stand? Where in the sit down video did I call anybody? Did I defame anybody? Did I say anything that if you have an issue with the wording that Jeremy used, you got to take that up with Jeremy. You can't take that up with me. I'm not responsible. I'm grown. He grown. Don't hold me accountable for things that other people say. You get with that? How that works? Like, it don't work like that. You can't hold me accountable. And furthermore, he didn't say it either. People took it and wanted to, this is what this means. Like, this is saying one, not like, no. The book, I don't even remember verbatim what the sentence was. If you want to know it, go back and watch, or buy the book, or go watch Martin's video. But he was speaking on, okay, first of all, because I read the book, so I understood the whole essence of what the chapter was about, which was him speaking about. Okay, first of all, let me take it back. Me and Jeremy's book was created to tell a story about the complexity and diversities of a real relationship, real things that happen and why they happen. So chapter 1 spoke heavily about both of us in our past. Me speaking about dating women and how those past relationships molded me of how I am today, or at that moment where I was with Jeremy. He spoke about some of his past relationships, mistakes that he made. One thing that I know for a fact that he spoke heavily about was his issues with being like infidelity and stuff like that. He spoke about a lot of stuff. Read the book to find out everything. But we wanted to build a story of how we got where we were. And the only way you can understand that complexity of a story is to give you a little bit more insight to who we are as people, what things shaped us of how we deal with relationships. So if you missed that, it's because you were not trying to comprehend that. So fast forward to the chapter where he spoke about having a son. He spoke, no, put my mouse back, baby. He spoke heavily about being like how in the past he's talked about I was unfaithful in all these relationships. I finally got with Keesha. I'm thinking I'm on a straight and narrow path. Boom. This happens. And not the pregnancy, but boom. I mean, not him cheating with her specifically, but boom, the pregnancy happens. And now my old ways that he spoke about so heavily in chapter 1, chapter 2, because chapter 3 was more so like how we felt about each other, like our happiness with each other, how we found each other, how we fell in love with one another. But then chapter 4 goes back into, after reading chapters 1 and 2, seeing how we are as people, as an individual, how we operate as one. This problem now I'm facing in my relationship with, can I have the mouse, baby? Jori, Jori, bring the mouse, please. Jori, y'all. Jori, she didn't close it. Hold on, y'all, because I can't have her lose my dang on mouse. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Jori, my mouse. You can't take mommy's mouth. You can't take mommy's. Oh, here it is, George. Here it is. Here's your cup. Here it is. Okay, y'all, sorry. Got my mouse back. But yeah, so pretty much when we get into the point of him, well, when he gets into the point of speaking, because remember, I didn't speak about her at all. I want to also make sure I make that very clear because I did not. The only thing I said in the book is once I found out that after the DNA test and I found out he fathered the child, 2 weeks before I gave birth, I decided to take the mature approach and let the child meet my children. And it was very hard. And then that was how I left it, period. I didn't go into nothing else. That was it, period. So I don't know how they got that one sentence and took it to she calls you a stripper whore. Like that's not like that's accountability is what I'm saying. Someone owes me an apology. Thousands of people owe me an apology. All those people in the video, oh, they said this. No, don't say they. Don't say they. If you had an issue or a misconception, or you have a lack of comprehension to what he said, then say we didn't comprehend what Jeremy said. But I'm trying to let you guys understand that pretty much when he goes into he already spoke about being unfaithful throughout the pregnancy. I don't know why people missed that when he spoke about being unfaithful throughout the pregnancy. And then he also spoke about how he wanted to put forth that change. And then he was doing good with putting forth that change until it was hard for me to forgive. And since I was not moving at the speed of light that he wanted me to, we continued to run into problems. And one night after you get what I'm saying? One night after thinking he was going to continue to make good decisions of being faithful and blah, 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 he got inebriated and doubled back to his past choices, poor choices, and lack of judgment in a relationship. That does not say I had a one-night stand and got a girl pregnant. That's not, like, you guys understand, like, you all have to do deductive reasoning when reading things, because and use the whole text, use the whole book. Don't make an inference off of a sentence of a book when there was a whole book written for a reason. The book was written in order for a reason. We gave a whole chapter dedicated to his cheating ways and why he felt the way that he felt when it came to commitment and relationship, and the things that he personally struggled with in his childhood life, his teenage life, and his college life. He spoke heavily about that. So how did you skip? That's because a lot of people bought the book, heard, oh my gosh, Jeremy got a baby. What chapter was it? Oh, boom. And then you just made up whatever. You took things out of context without actually reading the book. If you read the book, you would have said this moment is not talking about a one-night stand, because clearly he's talking about being unfaithful throughout their pregnancy. So how could it possibly mean one-night stand? So I just want to drop the mic, and this could have easily been resolved had people. Yes, baby. Mommy. Yes, baby. You supposed to be laying down. Mommy. Yes. Mama. Who's that? Mama. Girl, you are so silly. But that could have easily been resolved. It didn't have to go into the slander. You get what I'm saying? I feel like another thing is people didn't read the book at all. Like, people just heard what other reactors were saying. Some people were subscribers who didn't do the research. They're just watching all these videos come up and assume, like, oh, they said this, oh, they said that. And then, people were saying, oh, well, he didn't say one night stand, but he was implying it. No, it did. That's not what it did not do that. So, like I said, accountability. I can't wait till you get to that part. Yeah, bullying is wrong. Like, regardless of whatever the situation was, bullying in itself is a problem. People need to stop judging. God himself loves teaching folks lessons, for sure, because people are miserable. Literally, everyone can have an opinion, of course, but people literally turn into a session to keep up. Yeah, people are really, if you're watching a series and you want those type of people who are still writing anything negative, it's a form of obsession. It's like you're obsessed with being right. I don't know if it's like you have things you got to work in within self, because I don't know if you're just really obsessed with me or you have not matured in a way. It's like you cannot be right about everything. Like, you cannot say, well, just because I dislike her means that I can't at least be, what's the word I'm looking for? You should be able to separate the dislike you may have for me, the dislike you may have for things I do, my relationships, my whatever. That should be set aside from deciding that it's okay to bully me because of this situation. Because like I said, had this played out with any other YouTuber, hands down, it would have went completely different. Completely different. I love you too. I believe it. What are we celebrating? So let me tell y'all what we celebrating. Let's get our glasses up, y'all. We are celebrating tonight because I have finally been vindicated. Just a few weeks ago, people tried to start this transphobic train on me and tried to say that I was transphobic and all of the things involving that word. They also said things like misgendering. They also, every time D made a video, and they held me accountable for her words because they call her my employee, but every time D made a video and called Paris what Paris is, people wanted to attack D. People wanted to say, like, what does that even have anything to do with? Like, what does a gender have anything to do with you disliking Paris? All these different things, y'all. But more importantly, like I said, Paris publicly made a statement before, unfortunately, succumbing to being exiled off of YouTube permanently. But Paris tried to make a heartfelt, sentimental statement about me being so transphobic, and I'm causing all of this grief and it's unsettling and all these different things. I should be canceled. Some other ignorant people rallied and reposted Paris's post, and of course I shut it down real quick. But fast forward, so today, I was, minding my business that I always mind, and next thing you know, hold on, let me get the exact statement that was made. That I think this is on these community posts. If you guys want to see it for yourself, I won't be posting it, but it has been going really, really south for Paris ever since Paris was exiled off of YouTube indefinitely. And I'm not saying unfortunately, that is very fortunate, because no one should be allowed on this platform who decides to bully and harass. But something really stood out to me, and let me get that I should have pulled it up. My apologies, you guys. But this is what Paris's true supporters had to say about Paris as of today. Right now they're going insane. They're wanting a refund for, I don't even know what it's for. I guess they paid Paris for something. You all probably can fill me in better because I don't know. But apparently they paid Paris for something, and Paris did not. Knowing you were not consistent, nobody knew what the F you were going through. It's just not right how your supporters paid or not are getting all this heat from you. You didn't deliver. Give the supporters back your money. But no, that's not why we're celebrating. Let me get the exact comment that we're celebrating. I got to get the exact comment because it's just so much, you guys. Because first of all, they are all addressing Paris as a man. As of the last few days, they are all addressing Paris as a man. So let me first start off by saying this. Paris scam, allegedly. I'm not a part of this. I don't, I'm just reading like what I can see in plain day. But Paris had Paris' supporters paying for a service, and Paris did not perform. Paris said Paris was going through things. Paris could not. They needed to understand, blah, blah, blah. And now that they are upset with Paris, it is now that they feel it's okay to call Paris a man. Before, stop, baby. We should call Paris what Paris wants to be addressed as, even though Paris never made a declaration of what Paris wanted to be, associated as or anything like that. But that's what it was when it was D defending herself, when Paris literally drugged D's child over the internet and had grown adults partaking in that. So when D was upset about something that Paris personally did to D was what was the word? Felon, dumb, and all the words that come with that for defending oneself. D was transphobic. D should be stopped. D should have a muzzle put over D's mouth. And this was because D felt a certain way of the things that Paris did directly to D. But now that Paris is doing something directly to you, now it's okay for you all to say Paris is a man. Now it's okay for you guys to not just say Paris is a man, but say some really disgusting things that have never come out of my mouth and would never come out of my mouth. Things like suck your own, like who would do something like, who would say something like that? That is so transphobic. Also, tuck yourself, like. What's this? Oh, no, you don't. That's why I spit it out, crazy girl. Tuck yourself. And the list just goes on. I'm not a part of the community where all these conversations are going, so I only know the stuff that, has been posted from these platforms. But it was something else they said. They were going back and forth with Paris, and they said, if we're bullying you, that means you are bullying Keesha. So we're going to drop the mic another time. I know this is a phone, but we're going to drop the mic again, because so when someone gets their raggedy self on the internet and bullies me and my children and encourages defamation, slander, falsified reports against me, and everything that I've went through, has over 300 watch hours and 93 videos on me and my children, exploit my children, send pictures of my minor children to child P-word. It's not okay for me to make a video defending myself and addressing Paris as what Paris actually is. Because if I do that, then I'm now transphobic. But now that these people were scammed out of their little $10 fees, so that means I should really be calling Paris some things, because not only was, they just lost $10. I've lost thousands, to the point where I got to take somebody to court behind this. Someone has to be held accountable for this. You lost your whole platform for harassing me in such a gross manner for so long and laughing about it. But the irony of this whole situation is, I had a conversation with Paris twice, and I told Paris that this was going to happen. I told Paris, the moment they don't need you, because they don't like you, they don't care about you, they don't care who it was who's talking about me, they just needed someone. The moment that they no longer need you, you're going to see that you're not of an asset or a benefit to them. So who's transphobic now? And I'm not saying I condone the things that they're saying about you, Paris. But what I'm saying is, this is the time where you hone in. When I was dealing with the things that I was dealing with, so let's bring this in even deeper. When I was dealing with the things that I was dealing with, of my boyfriend having a child outside of my relationship, me going through postpartum depression, and the whole world having to chime in on those things, when I was dealing with that, people literally nailed me to the cross and thought that, I should be held to a certain standard, and I should not be given grace because I was going through postpartum depression, that they could drag me left and right from here to New Mexico despite the things that I was going through. But now that someone tried to hack Paris's YouTube channel, allegedly a few weeks ago, now you should be giving grace, Paris. Somebody tried to hack my YouTube. Someone tried to hack do you know how many times someone tries to hack my Instagram on a regular basis, my children's Instagram? Furthermore, let's take away hacking, because that can, not only that, do you know how it feels to have to sit in meetings with brands and companies and attorneys and try to sort out lies that were spread on you? I mean, I'm just wondering. And I told you, like, hey, Paris, you should probably quit while you're ahead. And you didn't. Your last few words that were left on the YouTube streets was that I was transphobic. And I don't have anything against you or what you were born as. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. The only reason a gender bothered me was when postpartum depression is something that only women who birth a child can go through. So if you want someone to respect you as what you want to identify as, then you need to understand the struggles as that gender, the struggles that women endure, and you need to have that resonate with you at all times. Because if you want someone to respect you as that, then you should be respecting the community as itself, and you don't. You don't. Because that is postpartum depression is serious, like literally serious. Really, really serious. So for you to but for you to literally drag my ass up and down these YouTube streets and take food off of my kids' table for your entertainment purposes and spread lies and narratives that you know damn well was not true over the sake of bullshit. Tell people I tried to bully and harass you years prior, and that's why you want to keep your foot on my raggedy ass neck. Call me all kinds of names. Contact my friends, my family, my brands, my business. Create small communities of thousands, 2,000 people to be exact, where they can come in and send pictures and call me out my name, address me as whatever they were, plot and plan for over a year the things that they were going to do to me and unite. And this was all off of your doing. That just says a lot that, you know, it seems like people should only have morality or speak of morals and values when it pertains to you and your losses. But you don't empathize with anybody else in things that you never thought one time, like, how could this really be impacting Keesha? How could this really be impacting Keesha? But now you have your own community who you built up. You built this community, and these very people are saying some really foul things about you. So we should celebrate and rejoice that I have been vindicated of not clearly being transphobic, because if they can tell you to tuck yourself off of $10, then very surely I can say what your natural gender is off the strength of everything else I've lost. If they can be mad and outraged over $10, $15 tops, do you want it? Well, you'll see in court. You'll see in court. So very soon you'll know where my outrage comes through, and the fact that I had to tuck my tail and conduct myself in so much respect and handle myself as a human being and show you grace, even when you literally try to annihilate and assassinate my whole entire career off of a lie. Off of a lie. Where is the accountability? I want the accountability patrol police to come in right now into this live and pick these people up and say, you know what? We gotta admit, Keesha did not say these things in a book. So not only did I provide receipts in my anti-bullying video about not trying to bully Paris years ago into taking down a video that I've never seen, not only did I provide that receipt over and over and over again, the second reason why you wanted to come to the internet is because I am a liar and I wanted to fabricate a story. Nothing I wrote in the book was a lie. Let's just be clear. And just like you told your supporters that when people tried to hack you, you felt so bad to even come tell people because you knew some of these people didn't even really like you. So you were like, oh my gosh, I didn't even really want to come tell this. And now you guys flip out on me after I told you guys something that was really private and intimate that I was dealing with. But when I told my supporters, my platforms, that was something private and intimate, knowing that I had trolls and people who were going to not give a flying F what I was dealing with, then you felt like it was important enough to nitpick at words, not read a book, not do any research on the situation, and flat out lie. So every reason why you came to the internet was off of a lie. Throwing rocks and hiding hands, I still have yet to see a rock that I threw and hid myself behind. I get to have seen that. Exactly. I remember that too. I remember that. Martin is definitely not biased. It's just the facts are the facts, and when the facts don't make me look bad, then that's when you're saying Martin is biased. Oh, because he's not making Keesha look. I don't know what the comments are saying. I'm just, these people been trolling so damn long. I feel like I know what they're saying, but because Keesha, no, because the facts are the facts. The book is still public. If you didn't buy the book, you don't have the book. But it's still you're able to download the book. If you do have the book, I challenge you to read the book from the beginning to the very end. Then the whole story, it makes sense. Like it flows. I structured the book in such a way that it made sense and that it flowed. Like there was nothing to be left up. I mean, I know people were going to have questions about what we were going to do moving forward from that point, but it wasn't anybody who could have left. And well, one, it shouldn't have been nobody leaving trying to figure out. Well, I wonder how many times he had sex with the baby mama. Like no one should even be like, who gives a damn? They got a whole baby now. Like I don't even give a damn if it was 99 times or one time. It doesn't matter. But the fact of lies been, told, and that's just the part that kind of gets me. No, he already did speak on it. Jeremy made several videos, and people told him that it was me speaking. Jeremy also has an Instagram, so you can hit him up if you want to know anything. Who the hell is Martin? He is a drama channel, reactor channel. I don't know what his technical terms are. I think he's a drama channel. What is he? Exactly. You never talk about anyone. You only handle your business, take care of your kids. I love the fun things you do on your channel, like makeup, cooking, all the good. Yeah, that's the part I love. Thank you, y'all. My stylist colored this. Bark your way out of these comments and go ask Jeremy. I mean, I could have swore I heard Jeremy's voice recording in the last video. I don't know how much more. I mean, I don't really know what more you guys want to hear directly from him. But like I said, I don't have anything to hide. So if there's something that he asked me that I can give an answer to, I'm going to answer. If that's something I can't, which I've told him several things like, oh, I can't give an answer to that. Oh, you have to ask Jeremy. I'm not speaking on that. Like that's not on me. That's not on me. Jeremy made a few videos. They're all private, but Martin has those videos. Martin has all the videos that he made. So they will be in this. Well, I think they'll be in the series. I'm assuming because the cliffhanger for the next video show a part of his video. So at the end of the day, really, Martin didn't even have to do a damn series. Really, what could have, should have, would have happened is that people should have read the damn book and saw that no one called nobody the things you all alleged us to do, and then left that alone. That's what really should happen. We shouldn't even have to be explaining ourselves 2, 3, 4. Like how many more times we're gonna have to explain the situation? If we would have read the book, you would have seen no one called her no one night stand. That was the least of my concerns. Like really. And like I said, I gotta repeat one more time. When I talked to Martin about the series, it was about being cyber stalked and bullied. It was not about, oh, I need you to go vindicate me about this. No. I asked him not to talk about this because I'm so over it. I asked him not to. And he told me he could not talk about it. And I can't do nothing about that. He didn't tell me how long he was going to talk about it for. He didn't. Like, all I do is answer the questions to the best of my ability. But I asked him, like, please, let's not talk about her. Like, I'm not, like, because that's, like, too much emphasis on me and her. Like, I don't even need to have anything to do with this. Like, to be honest, because I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't do nothing wrong then. I have not done anything wrong since then. I've acted in the best way that I possibly could. And like I said, I came to the internet very respectful when it came to that situation. Very respectful to her. I cannot help that the trolls manipulated and mind fuck someone with lies. I can't help that. Yeah, this is definitely Jeremy's personality. He spoke on it and was done with it. People be forgetting. And the thing is, Martin had me ask Jeremy questions last week, but he only gave me one question to ask him. And I told him, like, why I have him here? If there's any other things you need to ask, like, let me know. And he said he didn't have anything else, which I think now he probably does. But like I said, that's not, I don't know what y'all want me to do. I'm going to respond to something that I can respond to, but I want somebody to point out where little Miss Keesha, the person you guys dragged and bullied and harassed, where I said someone was a one-night stand, because it seems like every time I'm hearing receipts, I'm looking at the video. That's why I said I was triggered, because I'm looking at the video, I'm hearing things. It's like, those people, they. And I'm like, why do y'all, I wasn't in the equation when y'all was sleeping with one another. Don't put me in the equation now. That's not what we're going to do. Yeah, he gets bashed every time he speaks out. And I know that's how Jeremy did feel, like even when he was making videos, when he was posting stuff on his Instagram, when he said certain things. That's why he got off the channel, because it was like every time he like tried to do something like from the kindness of his, from the kindness of his heart, and like kind of show like, I want to show these people how much I care about you. Oh, this is scripted. Oh, he doesn't really care about her. Like, yeah, Jori, and it's like she's been going to sleep all week long on time. And the night I go live, she want to be up, but she ain't there with Jeremy. I just heard Jiya with Jeremy too. I don't know if Journey sleep yet. They keep saying Keesha and Jeremy not a family because they're not married. Oh, okay. Like what? Okay. Like I said, I can't respond back to the ignorant people. They just want to discredit our union by any means. I'm not here to justify a union between me and somebody. Like, that's nobody's business anyway. Thank you. Let me make sure where am I at the comments. Oh, I'm kind of behind. Damn. I'm trying to read y'all comments fast, y'all, because I need to catch up. Comprehension is a mother effer. And the thing about me is, Jori, why don't you throw that, baby? The thing about me is, I comprehend very well. And I can tell those who read the book from those who didn't. And not to say just if you agree with what we said means that you read the book. No. I'm saying even the people who disagree, I can tell the people who read the book and they had a valid point of disagreeing. And the only valid point of disagreeing with is the fact that, okay, Keesha, based off this book, based off what I'm reading, my personal opinion is that you don't stay with him or be with him or something like that. But if you read the book and comprehended something about a one-night stand, like what? No, that's what you wanted to see. That's what you wanted to read, because nobody said that. If you read from chapter 1 to the very end, like this, a book is supposed to tell a story. It's supposed to tell a story. And J.K. Rowling is the author of the Harry Potter series. She wrote the last book before she wrote any other book in the series, Deathly Hallows. Do you know how many years it took to write and to release the whole Harry Potter series and to make a story match your ending before the beginning has even happened? Like if you miss one portion of the Harry Potter series, you might as well check yourself out and start over, because it's written for a reason. The story is supposed to be understood for a reason. We did not write a book. This was not a Q&A. This was not you can skip to page 52 and figure out the whole synopsis of the book. It didn't work like that. This was a book for a reason, for you to read and understand and internalize what the authors were trying to convey. The only message that was trying to be, we weren't like I said, we weren't even really trying to convey anything specifically about him getting a girl pregnant. We were really trying to give more so insight into where we came from and where we are now, and then sprinkle the fact that he got a baby, like, because we had wrote so much in the book. Like I said, we were waiting for a DNA test. Period. Had reactors actually did their job. Yeah, had reactors did their job of fact checking, Martin would not have had, because no one, I haven't watched all videos, but I have yet to be sent any one reactor who was able to. No, actually, I take that back. There have been reactors who have tried to convey the truth, but I guess no one on Martin's magnitude, so they weren't taken seriously, and they were doxxed or they were bullied into silence. Whereas Martin is laughing at y'all. He gonna have a pleasant surprise for y'all when this series is over. I promise you that. Because I told him this is not a comical. My life and being bullying isn't comical. So I know how he did some of his videos with like the comedic effect, and I love that. But I told him, because like I said, when I talked to him, it was about being cyberstalked and bullied. So the last thing I needed was for him to be telling a story and then put Pear's head on a bird and fly her and make my head blow up or something. Like, even though that would have been funny for some people, like this was serious because I was being like bullied. So I asked him to take this serious when he spoke about it. Bless you, baby. So, but he did say he was doing a comedy video after, or like one of his type of videos afterwards. Go find your daddy. Find daddy. Thank you. Yeah, they didn't finish school. They took the one sentence and like literally people were commenting about the book. The book was released for 5 minutes and people already had a conclusion. I'm like, you didn't even read the book. I read that book every single like day after it was finally complete. I read it to know how long it took, so I would know, okay, this is how long I should start expecting some people to like, respond or say something. I'm like, 5 minutes? No, I know damn well they didn't read it. Like, no, it was impossible. It was impossible. They just skim, got to that page and was like, voila. Like, hey, Carmen. What's the status of y'all relationship with Ashley? Now, I don't have a relationship. Did Jeremy get to see him? Y'all gotta, I'm not gonna speak about what they have and what they don't have. Because last thing I need is somebody running back talking about Keesha was speaking on somebody. No, we're not doing all that. You can ask me about and I know you didn't mean that in a negative way. I'm just saying it because even with some people being genuinely curious about certain things, because they do care about the whole totality of the situation, there are other people who are watching this who don't have that same respect. So they are watching this live to have something to run back and say, Keesha did this. Keesha said that. I don't have nothing at all to say in regards to anybody else other than my 3 kids. I mean, if you have a specific question about Jeremy, if I can answer it, but other than that, y'all got to go ask them what they got going on. I ain't speaking on nobody else's kids but my own. Before somebody talking about I'm obsessed with somebody. No, that's not what we're going to do no more. Most of your haters act as if they've never gave their man a chance after they made a bad choice. I don't genuinely think it's about me forgiving Jeremy. I don't think this, because in truth, when I was talking to the person I was talking to before him, people had a lot of negative things to say about him for no reason. And as soon as we weren't like, they'd be like, oh, he's not a good person. He's not this. He's doing this. He's young. He's fresh out of high school. Blah, 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 blah. Like, they was making up a whole bunch of stuff. And as soon as I was like, oh, you guys, okay, that chapter is closed. I'm moving on. What? You owe us an explanation about it? I'm like, no, I'm not giving no explanation. It's good. Like, we're good. Like, I'm moving on now. Like, I'm not crying. I'm not weeping. I'm not moaning and groaning. I'm moving on. People went out to go find him. Oh my gosh. Da, da, da. So what they did was they do a manipulative tactic. Like you saw in Ashley's messages in the DM thing, when people was like, she called you this. That's exactly what they do to everybody. They come and they say, oh, Keesha, so how can you just please tell us what happened with you and him? Why you got my house shoes, baby? Did daddy give you these? Go take these to daddy. But they oh my gosh, they try to dress it up to me. Oh my gosh, Keesha, we really care. Like, y'all are so cute. And they want me to speak on it as much as they can. And then they go and they pick certain things. And like, she said this. She said that. And that's exactly what they did to him. Because I know exactly, because like I said, me and his mother was still close at that point when he had made that video. And his mother was pissed. His mother was livid. His mother was watching all of my videos. She looked at my social media. She saw every video I even made. Even when I did speak about him, she saw everything. And she was like, girl, you are just perfect. Like, you are, you just handle yourself with so much class. I really wish the best for you, blah, blah, blah. So when he made that video, she was livid. Like, what the hell? These people told you to come talk about this girl. Like, this is not even your character. So when he sent it to his mom, guess who was behind it? Keesha Jones, who I talked about in the last live, and I forgot the other girl. And I don't want to. I think I know who the other girl name was, but I don't want to misspeak. With the other girl name, but it was it Mimi? I think it was me. I think it was somebody named Mimi. But anyway, I do remember Keesha Jones when I read it, and it was like Keesha was on her page talking like you like to trigger, like people like to trigger people. And then all of a sudden, when he got married, oh my gosh, you're such a great guy. You're this. You never wanted a girl like Keesha. So that's why I feel like it's really not about the fact that I took Jeremy back after what he did. I think it's just genuinely people don't want me to be happy. Like they want me to feel so like they want me to feel lower than scum. They want me to like that's why because they don't like they tried to find any problem that they could in Jeremy to be like, see, she thinks she's all this and look, she's not even going with upper echelon. She's going with and then they try to discredit him by saying he's this, he doesn't even speak this way. He like da 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 and it makes you feel uncomfortable. Like, hold up now, why are these people coming to me like this? And after so long of dealing with that, it's like, why would you now why everybody asking, we want to hear Jeremy? No, y'all was calling him a bum, fag, gay, unintelligent, can't form a sentence, and a whole bunch of other things I refuse to repeat right now because my child's walking back in this room. But you guys know the things y'all were saying, and now why can't he speak? Why we can't hear from him? No, remember all those things y'all said? Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Remember those things that y'all were saying about this man, and then you want me to say, oh, so they want you to come and kind of like, talk. Like you have to put all that stuff into play. Now, the only reason why he would speak is because genuinely he cares about my feelings about the situation of him speaking about something for me. It wouldn't be for anybody else, not even for himself, to be honest. It really wouldn't be for himself. It will genuinely 100% be for me. But when you guys do things like that, like I said, even when I was filming my documentary, Jedediah was still following me. He never, to this day, he's still following me. And I was reaching out to him for the documentary because I was going to include his segment into it. And, I spoke to him, talked to him about his wife and everything. And immediately they went to Jeremy. Immediately they went to Jedediah's wife. Oh my gosh, Keisha's trying to, like, this man never even unfollowed me. And y'all talking about Keisha's trying to do something. Like, he doesn't even want her. They went to Jeremy. Oh my gosh, you don't have to worry about it because he called her, blah, 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 blah. So he doesn't, like, it's like they try to pull anything to put me in such the lowest place ever. That's why Paris's Discord was called with Kaylee. Like, they don't refer to me as my name. They don't refer to me. They don't treat me human, like a human being. They treat me as if I'm an object with no feelings and no, like no emotions about what people, the words and the actions that people do. Jori, what you doing? Like, that's how they treat me. And then when they deal with things from these same people who bully me, like, I wouldn't even want a Discord of people who I see, like, y'all got this much hate for a girl, like, y'all can have that. Because if I ever slip up, y'all gonna hate me too. Like, hell, like, y'all can have that. I personally wouldn't want, if I ever found out my supporters were those type of people, or like if I had like a small group, like a Discord or something, and I find out this is the type of time y'all on, I wouldn't even, like, the people who support me, the Mob Squad, they don't send me messages like doing the things, like saying the things about August, or actually like they do about me in their discourse and stuff. Like, they don't do that. They're normal people who have great, like, I wish I could tell y'all, I wish I could dox some of these Mob Squad members. When I tell you, they are everything I want to embody as I continue to age. When I say married, successful, when I say successful, that doesn't even, like, that is an understatement. The type of positions these women have. And obviously I don't know every Mob Squad member, but I have been privy to have close relationships to a few of them. And I look at them in such high regard. It makes sense as to why they support me. I can have a real conversation with these people and get real advice. I would never, these people in these other discords, they speak so low about me, and they talk like, it's like you speak as if someone is beneath you because you have gotten something. Like, people highlight what is the company called? lotion companies and stuff like that and speak like down on people who do things like purchase a home. But I have people part of the Mom Squad community who literally own empires. And I'm talking about empire on empires. I'm talking about land on land on land. I'm talking about several different businesses. I'm talking about married with kids, successful marriages at that. Like, I could talk to these people and they have given me insight about my relationship, and it's not always been positive. But I'm willing to listen to these people because of how these are the type of people that I would want to get some advice about. If you dog someone out because of a success or a check off in their book of buying a home, and you go and equate it to like things to diminish them and do petty things, like, you're not the type of person I want to listen to give insight about my life, because you're like, I'm not trying to get to where you at. That would be going backwards. That would be going way backwards. I'm trying to get to a generational wealth. I'm trying to get to something that it's going to take a lot more drive and hard work to acquire. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to level myself up, not get to a part of evolution and then demi other people down. And I have a hair company. I have a small business. So what do I look like? Like, because I don't like someone, I talk about, you know, anything that they accomplish in life just because I don't like them. That is the obsession that I'm talking about. So these people and these same people talk about me as if they know me, they know my relationship. So it's like, and then these same people want to, oh, he doesn't this, and then you ask for a response. But these type of people like aren't the people that you want to give responses to at all. Like I said, if I allowed this people to call in right now, and give insight to, you know, let me get close by and give insight to oh dang, the light kind of went down. Did y'all see that? Or did I just see the lightness on my computer? I kind of wanted it. Oh, let me put on the other side then. So Jori won't. But y'all get what I'm saying? Okay. They really be like acting like they know every move you make, like they live with you or something. Yeah, Jeremy was watching somebody's video. Jeremy's watching somebody's video yesterday, and he was tickled pink. I wasn't tickled pink, but he was tickled pink. And it was an old video. They were responding to something like 2 years ago, but I guess it came up and he was listening to it. Like, what the hell? Like, these people are so far off, it makes no sense. Like, yeah, people are just too invested. Yeah, and hating me. Now my food cold. I'm probably gonna finish this after my live because I can't eat no cold food, y'all. Hey. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with this statement. People just need to stop living their life through influencers, celebrities. If it ain't affecting you personally, why are you so bitter about a situation? Jori, why are you looking at me like this? You gonna come up here and say hey? You wanna come up and say hey? Oh, y'all talking about. Oh, thank you for the super chats. I'm just now seeing it. Paris lost another battle against Big Cat. Keisha's not transphobic. Paris is now being viciously attacked by his own butterflies. I agree. And it's very unfortunate. I mean, I don't believe you should have been scamming anybody. But, like, look how the transphobic stuff backfired on you. Because when they want any little shred of tea to make you feel bad, they are running until they can't run anymore with the fact that Jeremy has a child outside of a relationship. They tell anybody who's anybody, oh, he doesn't love her. He has a whole child outside of a relationship. So does Eudoxie, and is that her name? And Ludacris' wife. I just found that out. I didn't know he had a child outside the relationship. And I want to listen to married, successful women who talk about something like that and get advice from them. Well, she might give me advice, but I'm going to go listen to her interview because one of my friends told me that she had an interview about it. But like how, you know, it saved their marriage and her life. And he had a child outside her relationship. Gabrielle Union husband. I mean, they said that they were on break or whatever it was. Teach his own. It doesn't really matter. They just got a child outside the relationship. And there's other people, like I said, I'm not trying to normalize it. I think it's completely effed up. I've always maintained that. I still to this day think that it's completely effed up. However, these are this is how the tables turn in my relationship. If I could choose a perfect relationship, it will be without a side child or infidelity or anything negative, of course. But when you grow through life and go through life, there are different things that you will endure that are out of your control. And it's either you figure out if it's adaptable or you make choices to walk away, or you learn through trials and tribulations of making mistakes or whatever it may be. This may be something I decided to deal with now, and in 10 years I may feel like it may not be. Like, you never know, but this is my life, my choices, my consequences to bear. Do I feel like I acted I just feel like this is my relationship, and I'm entitled to be with who I want to be with. Like, that's just point blank period. I don't really feel like I have to explain to people why this choice should be validated, because like I said, I'm not sitting here trying to be the token spokesperson for staying with somebody who cheated on you. That's why I kind of didn't want to get into the details of it, because it's kind of like I'm not trying to speak to my platform or younger females saying that this is normal. It should not be normal. I just wanted to be open and transparent to say, hey, this happened to me. We're maneuvering through it, and this is how I was able to adapt. That's it. I wasn't trying to say, hey, you guys, this happened and this is so funny, and like, I love this for me, like, this is great. Like, no, it was not like that. I did. Keesha warned him billions of times. She tried to warn him. She gave him tons of. I really did. My attorney tried. I tried. My attorney tried several times. I tried several times. And Paris said, even in the receipts that you guys heard, people are doing things because, of my videos and my callings or my statements. Like, I don't want to teach people to hate you. I don't want people to feel like it's okay to hate you, because I don't hate you. Yeah, and then you went on to make 75 more videos. Like, the fuck? Like, what? This is why I don't even, like, it's kind of like you're shooting your own self in the foot. Like, you wanted this to happen because you had no remorse for me. And you didn't even know me to, like, be empathetic to me personally. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But you had no remorse, no care in the world for anything I was doing to, or what you were subjecting me to by being on your platform, lying on me over and over again, and painting me to be such this monstrous person, this bad person, this, that. Like, you didn't have no care in the world, but now you want your supporters to come and rally in and uphold you and lift you up in prayer because you went through one thing. Someone tried to hack your YouTube, or I don't know if Paris spoke about, oh, my channel is gone because, like I said, I'm not a part of the discourse or nothing like that. People were just sending me stuff, and I've been so busy, I saw it at the last minute. But yeah, it was just like, this is like really crazy. Like, looking at the stuff that they were saying, and they're upset to be mad. I mean, they are okay to be mad about being scammed, but also they should tap themselves on the hand and say, like, we were a part of the problem. Like, we literally, like, did we not see this bullying video? Like, bad us. Like, we literally sat back and was a part of this girl's demise, and then tried to pay someone to take it even further, because y'all weren't subscribing to whatever Paris was trying to do just because y'all wanted to see some regular everyday update life vlogs or the fake keto or whatever all that other stuff was. Y'all wanted to hear the tea on me. So this is also a sign from God to y'all. Like, I had to stop this, because look, like, y'all are taking this too far. Y'all now paying third-party sites to hear this girl's demise. Y'all are paying third-party apps to hear somebody go on further about bullying and harassing this person. Like, y'all not waking up seeing, like, damn, like, this is taking it a little too far. Like, the girl didn't do nothing to me but take back a damn cheating man. If she want to take back a cheating man, like, let her take him back. Like, what the hell that got anything to do with me? And it doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, they don't want to admit that they took it too far. They don't want to admit that they took it too far. Because that takes someone very mature, and it takes someone, because then all of this was for nothing. If they admit that they took it too far, if they admit like we were wrong about what we said, like Keesha did not, and if Keesha did talk about her in the book, let's just say I did call her a name or so, which I didn't. Why would you think that in any way, in any planet or universe, that anybody doing that to them would not warrant a negative response or reaction about their character? Like, you all want me to be acting as if I'm God himself. Like, oh, I'm gonna, this is something that Jeremy did to me, so I'm gonna still speak so positively about. Like, no, y'all wanna fight my ass, and I never slept with none of y'all men. Y'all wanna make me lose my brand deals, and I never did nothing to none of y'all. But somebody who did directly do something to me and impact me, lie to me, all these other different things. Now y'all want me to, oh, but this was Jeremy's doing. Like, let me take everything out. Like, I did take everything out on Jeremy, but we're far past that. Like, you all are still there. I'm far past that. I'm way far past that. I'm to the point. I had to speed up to the part where you guys got so invested with the truth and so invested with your hatred, that because it's really hatred, that you guys thought it was okay to sit behind someone's platform, log in, call in, phone in, chat in daily for over a year and condone harassment, bullying. This is not just my thinking. YouTube never takes people's platforms. Like, it's very rare. Do you know what mountains I had to move for this to happen? I did not pay YouTube. YouTube is a $1 billion entity. Google is a $1 billion entity. They got all the money in the world. They don't got to do what I say do. Y'all say how much y'all be saying I pay people $5,000. You think Google need my $5,000? Do you really think Google gonna need my money to pay somebody on Google to come and do? Like I said, my attorney was speaking to higher ups for months with YouTube, and they barely wanted to budge. And these are the same videos that got Paris terminated a year later. I should go back and get YouTube sued for real. Like, now we sent y'all this video over a year ago, but that's neither here nor there. I'm grateful that the job has been done and they actually were able to get to the right conclusion. But it took months. It took half of a year. Half of a year. They had to hire a team that was solely dedicated to watching Paris videos, watching the chats, watching the community posts, watching, like, they thought out of their own words that this is someone very disgusting. Like, they said these things. And I feel the way. Of course, I feel exactly the same way. But this was not just me feeling like Paris harassed me. These are a whole team of people who, and a whole platform who barely, and when I say barely, I mean almost 0.1% ever really remove somebody's platform for real, for real, for real. And the straw that broke the camel's back is when they let Paris get monetized, which they said, it shouldn't have happened. But anyway, they decided to, it's done now, monetize. Okay, let's just, wait it out and see. We're going to watch every video. The first video you put back on this page after you get monetized is little old me. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So if you feel like you got to talk yourself off a ledge, you really should sit down and say, I did this to myself. The same accountability y'all want me to have. You got to take accountability for this. You were warned. YouTube didn't just remove you. They were talking to you, telling you, like, look, you can't do certain things that you're doing just because you decided, oh, I'm not talking loud anymore. No, you're still talking about me, making up stuff. You still going. Oh, I'm not yelling. I'm not even using the words that I used to use. Like, calling me a B word and calling me a hoe is disgusting, but that's not why you were taken off this platform. It wasn't. It was because you flat out harassed me flat out defamed me, flat out exploited my minor children and sent pictures of them to a P word that I proved and provided evidence to you. Like these are all the things that you did behind the scenes or a part of that was sent too. They're like looking at you with like their eyes are popped out of their head. Like really, like what is this person's deal with you? You don't even know them. And it's really disgusting. You sat back and you kicked me while I was down, and you kicked me, and you like I just found out my boyfriend had a baby. Because when I say I just found out, nothing was fucking real for me until a DNA test happened. So that's what I mean by that. I just found out my boyfriend has a baby 2 weeks before I give birth. And I know somebody had left a comment and said, when me and Jayla put on our Q&A, oh, how do you feel about, did you feel like you should have not released a book as soon as you had Jori? Let me tell you why it had to come out why it had to come out that soon. Because before I had Jori, remember when I said they found out and I was being a team player and letting them meet and spending time and all that other good stuff, they were already like, I immediately assumed that both parties, them, were going to start the co-parenting process immediately. Because me, I'm a parent. Like I wish somebody would, it shouldn't take that long. For me, that's what I thought. So I'm a daily vlogger. Like there ain't no way in the world we gonna get around hearing two babies cool. Oh, Jordan went in the screen. Did y'all hear that other baby? Like, and I would be damned if I'm about to sit here and be vlogging in the shadows. Like, no, let's just spit it out. Let's rip the band-aid off and let's keep it pushing. So it was like, I'm thinking like they're about to be co-parenting at this very moment. Like that's what their plan is, to co-parent, because that's what they were discussing. It didn't happen that way, but that's not my fault. But that's what the plan was, and that's what it should have stayed with, like co-parenting. And within that, if I'm a daily vlogger and I'm vlogging my life, of course I get like, oh, you could have still did on your time. People would have just still speculated. But you got to also remember, we had a third party already on the internet telling our business. So we didn't even have an opportunity to be the first people to reveal this. So we not only just had a third party telling our business, people weren't believing if it was true or not, because they already knew like this person is not always that credible. However, now if y'all watch my vlogs and start hearing this other baby, like then it starts to be like, aha, they were lying. They're keeping a baby from us, blah, 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 blah. So we're like, let's just get ahead of it. Let's just say what it is. Like y'all gonna co-parent. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. We weren't even planning on, like I already had told them, I'm not really comfortable with him being like, oh, here's the baby. That was not what was gonna happen. What I'm talking about is the fact that at that point he's co-sleeping with his father, baby stuff in the room. Like even like I said, even when he bought stuff for the baby and I'm like, hey, I'm not in the other bedroom, why are you filming out there? Like that was a whole controversy where I had to talk to Brilliant Bree, because people felt so entitled to knowing my personal business. Oh, why are you filming that room? Oh, his baby stuff is in there. You see how I can't hide around things because y'all like to nitpick with I'm filming a try on haul and people were asking me, why aren't you in a third bedroom? And then they started to say, Jeremy's taking over that third bedroom with his studio stuff and he got you out there in that hallway. And I'm like, no. That's not what's going on. His son's belongings are in the other room. So that's why I'm out here. Like, what are you talking about? And I wasn't about to move. It was still boxes and clothes and bags and all that. I wasn't about to move all that around. I could just went and stood in front of my door and that was easier for me. But you see how that happened, and you see how we turned into Brie and Brie over a try-on haul. So imagine if we would have started vlogging and never said anything. Y'all would have been y'all remember we wrote a book and y'all still made implications that never, you get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, let's just rip the band-aid off. Tell our platform what it is. So when they see a blue blanket back there, ain't nobody over here hounding me, talking about we being deceptive and all these other things. I thought that was the best approach. Do I regret that approach? No, I still think that was the best approach. Do I wish I did not have trolls that made this not an easier process for me? Absolutely. Absolutely. And no, and I don't mean saying kissing my ass because my boyfriend cheated on me and I decided to forgive him. I'm just saying, understanding that you have an opinion and you're entitled to your opinion, but we're not going to hound her because this is not the right timing. This girl just had a baby. This is not the right timing to hound someone about the choices they're making for their relationship. Like this is not, this is not ideal right now. That's kind of like I wish everybody could have been that mature, but it wasn't. And it's not the reality of social media. And I had to take that accountability to say, I knew that everybody's mentee is not the same as mine and other people who I know who are true supporters. But I still can't say that I wish I never released something because of other people being immature or other people deciding to bully me. Like, I'm still standing firm in my decision to release a book, release a sit down video. The only regret for the sit down video was not me releasing sit down video, because y'all begged for the sit down video. Y'all begged, like, we have questions. And I said, okay, we're going to answer the questions. And every question that I answered was every question he answered was very respectful, tasteful, and stuck to exactly what I told her that I would do. Like, hey, I'm not going to be bashing you. I won't be calling you crazy names. And I'm just going to tell people, we co-parents, and then, that's going to be what it is. And that's exactly what I did. No one can't find anything to debunk that. And once you find the statement in the sit down video or the sentence in the book that can debunk me calling this girl anything or warranting for somebody to go back and misconstrue things to her and say, oh, she looked at you or she to get her riled up, then please. Yes, he is the most unbiased. Very much so. Very much so. Yeah, they have a problem because they're so used to the Keesha reactors. And I know I'm behind with comments. I'm trying to hurry up and speed it up. But yeah, they are used to the Keesha reactors. They're used to, the people who just come on and just got something negative to say about me. They just want to hear that. Oh yeah, that's why that's what somebody told me they was under Choice. Choice was in the video. I don't know what Choice was saying, but whatever Choice was saying, people said that they was under Choice. Like, Choice, you should have been on top of the series. For what? That proves the point that Martin is trying to make, that you all have a vendetta or a nasty agenda against this girl. Why would you go have someone who already has Martin has never made a video about me, never was involved with an opinion about me. He is the perfect person to make a reaction series about this. Someone who does not know me, her, him, or anybody else involved at all. Why would you go tell someone who's already spoken ill about me before or had negative things? Like I said, Choice himself spoke about the neighbor situation and had no motherfucking idea what he was even talking about. And I told Martin that, like, wow, like, they're two different entities though. So I can't be, Martin, get your friend. Like, no, that was way after Martin anyways. But I was just saying in general, I thought he knew me because he was close with Choice. And he was just like, no, like, I think he said he saw the videos Choice made, but he said my content was just not the content he thought was reactable. I think that's exactly what Martin kind of said to me. So Martin is the perfect person to make a series, not Choice, someone who's already made, or Choice has also proven himself to be, like, not him saying that he doesn't care for me and Jeremy. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying just off the strength alone of the neighbor video, because the last time I heard about Choice, he was making a video about the neighbor situation, and he did not know what he was talking about. He did not reach out to me. He did not get no facts. He didn't do that. So to me, that's not a good person who should be making a series of this magnitude. It seems as though you're going to just pull from where you want to pull it from, and you're like Martin is thorough. And he's very direct. He's not pacifying the situation. He's the best person for the job. He's the best person for the job to do it. He's the best person. Like, what do y'all? If anybody says Martin, but y'all was the main one saying Martin is not gonna be reacting on whatever the damn thing was, y'all. And I think that people don't understand that. Which I like. And like I said, I never said that I never called her anything or felt negative things about her. I just said I never said that in the book or the video. And I wasn't bringing my personal feelings about her to YouTube until that Brie and Brie conversation. Because at that point, like I said, if y'all watch the series, part 2, you will hear at that point, I was all the way ticked off. So it was kind of like, no, I'm past that now. But prior to that, no, I told her myself my feelings about her. So there was no point for me to be in a book talking about, like, we forgave each other about that, or not even really forgave, because I didn't need forgiveness. She understood, how I felt, and I understood. But I think, like I said, a lot of people keep putting too much emphasis on me and her, and not just Jeremy by himself, because the person who kind of like did all of this ultimately was him, but the other person who took part in playing with this was her. I was oblivious to the main meat of the things. I was oblivious to a lot of that until coming to the internet and hearing this and hearing that. Like, I was oblivious to. I don't know why people thought, oh, she just knows everything. No, I was oblivious to a lot of stuff. Yeah, Paris confirmed it. I mean, the law confirmed it. Like, I got a legal suit going on, so I already know. Like I said, I'm not here to, take it there, but I already know. I know a lot more information. Actually, I know a lot more information, but that could literally have y'all like Paris talking about doing a series. Now, I can do a sentence and shut Paris down, like a sentence. Literally, I don't got to do no series. I can literally say a sentence right now that's gonna have Paris like what the. But I'm not gonna take it there because that's neither here nor there. My intentions was never try to come on the internet and berate somebody. I don't know Paris. I don't know Paris. I don't know Paris. But it's unfortunate that Paris didn't give me that same grace. Paris did try to reach out, who all of a sudden has went MIA, and the people involved, all they did was decline. They can't say ish about. Yeah, a lot of them did decline, which Martin, and I know a lot of people are like, why is it taking Martin so long to do stuff? When I talk to him, some of the reason why it's taking him long to do stuff is because if only one person, majority me, is willing to be upfront and transparent about things, it kind of makes it hard when the main people who need to be interviewed are not me. But like I said, I signed up for this because of the cyber stalking. I can't back out now that he did 6 months of research and watched all these videos. I can't back out and say, oh, I'm not going to answer no questions, because that was the whole reason why I talked to him, was about the cyber stalking, the trolling, the harassment. So I do respond to him when if there's something I can respond to. If there's something I don't know, I just say I don't know, or I tell him certain things, and he probably hasn't included certain things because he only wants to deal with the receipts and not just me saying something. But like I tell them, I may not have a receipt for this. I'm just telling you what it was or what I can remember. And then that's what it was. Yep. When Jeremy said how he felt, they said Keesha paid him to say what he said, and they say he was lying. So it was really no point in him talking. And no, Splash don't have no. Yes, Jeremy does not have one. Now, that's not to say that he won't actually respond to Martin, or if Martin has questions for him. Certain things I know he did respond to Martin, and he says what he said to him for certain things. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to be in part 3, part whatever, but I know he did. And that's stuff that I knew about last time. Was in the live, in the video, because I just literally filmed it like 2 weeks ago when he was calling me, asking me about it. I'm like, what? Like, what? Like, I don't even know. It says Pretty Kenya Martin is doing a series currently. I've never heard of this person. Who is that? Pretty Kenya Martin? I've never heard of this person. I was shocked and confused how they expected you to do something we as women gonna do. Let me find out. I'm looking at her page. I'm looking at pictures. I'm going through his phones. I'm sending texts. Oh yeah, like I said, I stand by all that. I told Martin I stood by all that. I told her I don't care what nobody tell me. I still stand by all of that. I do. I really do. Oh yeah, she is. I think she finally sleep. Unless Jeremy holding her so she didn't get back up. But she may be asleep. But yes, you guys, I'm just so happy that we got our glasses and we can celebrate, that no one can deem me as transphobic. No one can, lie on me with misgendering. I have never misgendered. I have never said anything transphobic. I support the LGBTQ community, and the last letter of A for ally. I am an ally to that community, and I personally don't really care who people choose to love. I really don't, or how people choose to identify. It just does not personally affect me. It just really does not. So I don't care. And I do believe people should be allowed to love and choose. And lastly, but the most not least, I dated women for 8 years, from 15 years of age to 23 years of age. And Jeremy is my first official adult boyfriend. So that would be really crazy for me to just turn against, that community, when for 8 years of my real life, that was what I was most identified as. Most of you guys here found me through that. So, okay, let me try to go down to the rest of the comments. Oh, yeah, I got so many. I may have to come back and read these comments. Yeah, I got so many. But I'm going to be getting off here soon, y'all. Misery loves company. 50 something yesterday. Old married women worried about young good mothers in her 20s doing it better than she is. I can't blame. I can't believe some of the trolls are that old. Y'all, I'm skimming through a lot of comments. I don't really know what they said because I'm trying to get. It's like I'm at the 10:04 mark in my comments, and it's 10:34. So I'm trying to like go through it as fast as possible. Christina's world. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, some of them I do know, but or have I do. One of the people who, dang, what's the name? Mob Squad. What's the name of that person? Is it Leah Denise? I think it's Leah Denise. Y'all, they done found and sent this person Facebook page to me, and I go click on it, and what we got mutual friends. I'm like, and one of the mutual friends, my auntie. I was like, I called my auntie up so fast. How do you know? But no. She wasn't a mutual friend. Her auntie was a mutual friend to my auntie. My dad and his sisters, or all his siblings, but my dad got 7 siblings, so different ages, blah blah blah. But anyways, one of his sisters is really close to Leah Denise's aunt, and we talked, and we had a really good conversation. But it's like it's small world. She was disgusted when I showed her the stuff that I want to make sure I'm saying the right name, but I think it was Leah Denise. I think that's the person it was. Y'all gotta correct me, Mod Squad, right now if I'm wrong, and so I won't be saying the wrong person's name. But I think it was that. It says the moment I saw them upset over you wearing a bralette in front of your children, I knew they were crazy. Oh my gosh, they were. I know they were mad when I had got my boobs in. Like, oh my gosh, she never. But I didn't know they were mad about me wearing it in front of my kids. They'd really be mad when they see this camera go off. What I be wearing? Nothing. I crack myself up. I mean, sometimes I don't, but for the most part, I am. At least in my bra and panties around them. But these are my dang old kids, and I want them to understand parts of the body just because I went through something as a child. So I need them to know all aspects of that, so that anybody play crazy, we can have a conversation. Okay, let me fast forward to some more comments. I had a child outside my relationship. He stayed. He treats her no different. Oh wow, I've never heard it from the girl's point of view. I would love to do a live and have you call. Well, I mean, you can call in with no picture being shown, but I mean, being on video. But I would really love to hear that, because a lot of people say if a man did this to you, he would not stick around. Blah 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 blah. But that would be crazy. They want to see you sad and miserable. They do. But most importantly, they want to hold me accountable for different things that, disgusting things. Like I said, even reading the comments that were in Paris's, wherever these comments were, I don't even know where the comments are at, y'all. I just saw the comments. But wherever these comments were, like, that stuff was wrong. Like, if y'all support someone, I mean, like I said, I definitely understand people being upset that, Paris did what Paris did to you guys, but I feel like it's wrong because you all had no problem trying to write to my brand deals and tell people misinformation about me being transphobic over someone you guys know bullied and harassed me. But then the moment you guys feel some type of way, it's okay for you all to misgender, bully, and I never misgender. I never said anything transphobic, but you all went on to repeat these things to other people. You all contacted Spelman College like as if that was going to do something to me. Remove a degree or whatever. And that's how crazy y'all were with this. Like, we're gonna tell Spelman that she can never set foot on campus. Like, y'all know how crazy you sound over someone real life harassing me, shedding tears. Like, if I could only have caught all the tears, I would probably have cases and cases of waters off tears alone that I've had to cry off of all of this, because of what you all put me through, and you all trying to run away from the fact of you all did this. Don't say, oh, you did this, so we just, no, you all involve yourselves into my personal affair. Like, we shouldn't even be talking about nobody cheating no more. Y'all keep saying y'all exhausted. Ain't nobody talking about who was on other couples who just got found out they were people cheating. Like, all these other couples got found out about after me, And they moved on with their lives. But why is it that like this was so long ago? Why are we talking about it? Because this is the only thing y'all can grasp onto. This is the only thing that lets y'all sleep peacefully at night. If we just keep talking about, keep reminding this girl that he cheated and he's this and he doesn't love her. Like, it's like you all have to hold on to it. And felt like it was okay to bully and harass me for so long. But like I said, it's so like now y'all turning on this person. So then that means, like I said, I mean, some people were saying, like, if you feel like we're bullying you, then that means you bully Keesha. But they know the truth. You bullied me. You flat out bullied me. Flat out. Flat out. Okay, let me get to the end of the comments. Oh, then got to the end. Oh, we ain't even gonna talk about her summer because I got court soon. It says Martin is just touching the surface. This is gonna be a long. Like I said, I thought when he said he had to go over the past, I thought he was gonna probably go over it from maybe episode 1. I was like, whoa, Martin made sure he dug in these people's graves. Like he made sure he's getting everything out. But I guess I should expect nothing less after 6 months. Might as well, have something necessary to be discussing. But I'm like, oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Yes. They tweet like what? That's what they did. That's what Danny was saying. Call, like, and I was just on Spelman's campus. Y'all gonna see on because our Founders Day is coming up on Monday. But yeah, I was just on Spelman's campus. Like these people are like, what? What do they think they're gonna get with this? Like nowhere. Y'all are going nowhere. Yes, y'all. Call. They reached out to this person. They tried to reach out to the chief of YouTube. They tried to do a lot of different things off the strength of a lie. Off the strength of a lie. I can't even they tried to find the girls cheer program. Like it's so many things. Are you all going to do a live stream on his channel? Probably not. I mean, I didn't plan to do that. I'm doing these live updates for you guys because that's the least I can do. But I don't plan on. I mean, if he asked me to, I don't mind. But love you too. Y'all, so much. They did so much. I can't really speak about that right now because of how close our court date is. I can't. Nor do I really even want to. It's just so much. So much. Why did Jeremy stop speaking with Martin? I don't know. You gotta ask. I mean, Martin said it on his channel. I don't really talk to Jeremy about. We don't really get into certain things about the series because, like I said, the series to me was supposed to be the cyberstalking, and he told me up front he was going to go into that. I didn't know how deep he was really getting. So, we all trying to move forward and heal. We have moved forward. Like this is like old to us, but I still appreciate being vindicated. I do appreciate Martin being able, and like I said, if there's anything that I watch in the series that it's like kind of being misconstrued or misunderstood, then of course, or if anybody has a question for me for something they saw in the series that could be misconstrued, I will answer that. That's kind of like where these lives are supposed to go. I don't mind answering something because I know right after the series he was messaging me because somebody messaged him about they said in a book that, and I don't know where they were going with this, but they said in a book that that they didn't find out about the prank or something. What did he say? Did he leave me a voice audio? I think he left a voice audio and asked me, but I don't want to play the damn wrong audio. Well, I could put it on mute. so y'all can't hear until I get to the right audio. Let me see. So we can get the right question. When did the series come out? Thursday, Wednesday, or Thursday? What's today? Friday? Oh, I think I responded to him Thursday about this, which was yesterday. Where is he? Damn, y'all. Because I was with Jayla when I responded, and that was around. Oh, is this it?
Okay, so first of all, in her post, she's insinuating.
No, that's not it. I don't know where it's at, y'all. I want to give y'all the answer. Hold on, let me play one of his other recordings. Let me put y'all on mute because I want to be able to answer the question. Y'all, this is so weird. It's like I don't see it in my... Because somebody asked after the video came out about the post. I mean, a part of the book. I want y'all to hear him actually ask me the question. Damn, that's so weird to me. Because when did the video come out? The video, what day did let me read the comment. What day did the video come out, y'all? Maybe I'm looking on the wrong date. What day did his video come out? Did y'all write me? I'm trying to find, there was a question somebody, they trying to trap me up with the book. Now, this is the type of stuff I can respond to. Stuff about my portion of the book. Don't ask me nothing about what somebody else's thoughts were, because I'm not inside somebody else's brain. What day did the series come out? Wednesday. I don't even see it. That's so weird. I see every other voice recording except for that. We only talk via DM. And I feel like he asked me the same day the book. Y'all, this is pissing me off. Hold on, let me try one more thing. Never mind. I can't find it, y'all. I can't find it at all. But I do remember the question. I just would prefer to have her let y'all hear him ask me the question. Because y'all don't need my audio. I can just flat out answer it again. But I don't see it, y'all. I don't see it. And I could have swore it was right after the video came out, because I'm assuming people probably said it in his comments. But anyways, it says try Tuesday because it was supposed to come out then. Remember? I'm looking at Tuesday. Wednesday, 11:24 a.m. Y'all, it'd be so much stuff that he asked me for. It's like so much stuff. But I gave him a long response. I remember giving him a long response. Oh my gosh. I'll just have to tell y'all what he asked. So somebody pretty much asked for part 2 or part 3. I have to call the girl with telling y'all this. Her 10th minute. That was before Marie. That was September 5th. Y'all, I was pissed about one comment, y'all. I was going in. I was sending him definitions. I was like, this is what this word means, Martin. That's why I said, like, I was going in about something. But anyway, let me just tell y'all what he asked. So pretty much he had asked, someone asked him or was trying to say, I insinuated in the book that we didn't know about the pregnancy until the 3rd trimester. Because he was like, oh, where... Y'all, now I'm getting even more crazy because he did text it right after that and it's like, sorry, I'm a man, I don't know these terminologies, because he was trying to respond to me about it. It was like, sorry, I'm a man, I don't know these terminologies. Do I see that word? Man, y'all, I'm getting sick of myself not finding the stuff that I need. Because we was talking about another point. Oh, there it is. Is this it? No, this is about postpartum. Okay, but anyway, so they were trying to say that it was so no, that's not what. So this is really pretty much what happened when someone asked him how. I can't remember exactly how he worded it, but pretty much someone was like, no, you all said you all found out. I don't even know what my exact sentence was in the book, which would have been helpful at this very moment, but I know exactly what I was talking about if you read the book. So what I was talking about when we read the book was when we found out she was allegedly pregnant. We at that point did not have any concrete evidence. They had that conversation. You all saw the things that they said back and forth with one another, and then he was blocked. Jeremy and her did not have any communication, conversation at all after that. That was 8 weeks. So, and then also I sent him receipts showing like, which I don't know if he'll include, but we also saw like some receipts of her like with other people and blah, blah, blah. Other guys, rather, like sitting on another guy's lap pretty much after we knew about the pregnancy. So it's kind of like, oh, well, I don't think she's pregnant, or that's just kind of like, we just left it alone. Until I talked to Jamie in October and she told me, yes, she is pregnant. Then we had that conversation, which y'all heard. Fast forward, the next time he heard from her was going into her 3rd trimester, when they sat down and said, well, here, like, let's meet up. Let's talk about this. I am pregnant, as you can see. And you are the father, and I'm willing to let you get a DNA test. I'm so sorry how this all happened. Like, I want to just be able to co-parent. I want to apologize to Keesha, and blah, blah, blah. They had a conversation. She did apologize to me, and that was that. And yeah, so in the book, that's why I said when she reached out, that's when we can, like, that's when we move forward with the pregnancy, because he was blocked the entire time before then. He was blocked. And then when I talked to her girlfriend was telling me something completely different. Her girlfriend was not telling me definitively that Jeremy was the baby's father. And also, furthermore, we saw her with another guy. So it was kind of like, at that point, we were like, okay, well, you're probably definitely not the father. And then we all know that the condom broke. And then, yeah, so that was that. And we also know that it was not, he had not finished the act. So it was like so many different variables. So we kind of like, we just left it alone. We left it alone. And when she reached back out, that's when it was like, this is real. Like, this girl's reaching out now saying she, however many months pregnant now in her 3rd trimester. And she's talking about, oh no, you are the father. I don't know what you thought, but yes, buddy, come bring that ass back over here, boy. Yes, you are the father. And then she was going to get a DNA test. So that's why I said, when we finally heard from her, when we talked to her again, and she's big and pregnant and still saying that he was the father. That's kind of how that was. It wasn't like, oh no, this is the first time we hearing about this. No, people just, and once again, none of that even mattered anyways, about when we found out, how we found out, or anything like that. The only thing that mattered in that book was the fact that Jeremy stepped out of this relationship, had a child outside his relationship, and that we had decided to respect each other's boundaries and co-parent. That's it. That's it. I know Mariah saying some voice recordings don't save unless you, but all of my voice recordings are here. All of them. All of them. All of them. All of them. Like, this the first time I'm looking for audio and I don't see it. It must, maybe it was the day before, maybe it was 2 days before the thing came out, but I could have swore it was the day it came out. And like I said, we only communicate via, so there's nowhere else that it can be. But either way it goes, I said all that to say no one is going to trip me out and make me, and not, because I think right now people are seeing the series for what it is, and now they're still trying to justify lying and saying that I did something that I didn't do, and that's not okay. Like, Martin clears day. Well, he really spent more time talking about Jeremy's misinterpreted line. He didn't spend any time talking about anything I said, because there was nothing I said that anybody was able to say, oh, Keesha's saying this and this is what she's trying to imply about this girl. No one even said these things. No one can pull those things. No one can say those things. So don't do that now. Stick to what you all said what the problem was. You all said that someone called her a one-night stand, and we called her based off the receipts that were being sent to her. I was calling her a stripper ass hoe and all these other things in the book and in the sit-down video. Those were the things that were being said. So stick to that. Now that we have debunked that, don't try to go pull and say, but also she said the first time they heard, like, you all are still trying to be like, no, we got to find something to make her be like a liar. No, we've already admitted we did not tell the whole truth as far as the timeline of events, because we were never going to do that. Me, her, or Jeremy said that we were going to do that. Ever. We never said we were telling the timeline events. Now, it'll be different if I say, hey, girl, we're going to give a timeline of events about how this baby came to be, because I already know they're going to have these questions. And then she read it and we talking about, oh, like, then that would be something complete. Now I can understand why she would be upset. But even then, I still kind of be like, get over at this point. But none of that happened. I made it very clear to her when I talked to her about it, and then me and Jeremy already knew we weren't going to be going into details about that, because it was not necessary. It was not. I know it's tea for y'all, but it was real life, and I was whole ass pregnant writing this book. Like, imagine being whole ass pregnant having to write a book about your baby, your boyfriend having a baby outside this relationship. But y'all, so it's 11 o'clock. I've been on this live long enough. I'm about to get off now. But like I said, I'm so happy. I need to go warm up my food and finish eating. I feel like today was a great day because I was vindicated. And I'm just so grateful for that. I also think that all in all, I was joking in the beginning, but I was very serious about the accountability thing. Like, and I'm not saying, I mean, maybe I do want, people to be a little bit more vocal and outspoken about the accountability, because a lot of the reactors who are making these videos, when you guys see things for what they are, I want that same energy to be given when it's like, oh, wow, I really didn't read the book like I thought I did. And Keesha did not say, because we're speaking on a domino effect of why you all felt it was justified for her to come to the internet with the energy that she had on me, and her friend to come to the internet with the energy that they had about me. That's what we're speaking on. We're not talking about Brie and all the other stuff that came after that, because that was after the fact. It shouldn't even got there, because you guys, the trolls, the people who paid the big bucks and be in these big discords, you guys decided to go and manipulate the book. You guys decided to watch a sit-down video and manipulate it and say things that were not said in there. So the reactors, they piggybacked off of these lies, and they perpetuated the problem by saying they call her a one-night stand. So homegirl mad, and she has every right to feel mad, because based off her receipts, she was more intimate with him than they were leading her to believe. So she decided to come to the internet and air this bitch out and let Keesha have it, put Keesha in her place, get money in the same method that Keesha's getting money. Like, that's not cool. That's not cool today. It won't be cool tomorrow. It won't be cool next year. Like, that's not cool. The reason why you all encourage someone to come and let me have it was not right. And that's what I need the accountability, because the reason why we even got to the Brilliant Bree, and that's the only thing you all can even say, was a little remotely like, oh my gosh, Keesha. But like I said, I own that shit. I own what I said to Brilliant Bree. I'm not taking away from it. Don't get mad and say you were talking to Brilliant Bree, a stranger. Because like I said again and again, Paris and her didn't know each other. So that's called being what? Strangers. So if it was okay to go do whole ass interviews with Paris, then why the hell are y'all mad that I had a private conversation with Brilliant Bree? You get what I'm saying? Y'all get that correlation? I had a private conversation with Brie, and that was way before the fact. That was way before the fact. So when they came and did all these interviews and did this and all this other stuff and all these threats and blah, 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 that was public. That was public scrutiny. That was public humiliation. That was publicly sitting by someone while they dragged my boyfriend, dragged the father of your child, drug me, and most importantly, drug my kids. That was publicly done with a stranger. So why do you all put me on a different pedestal and say, well, you're a disgusting person because you had a private conversation with Brie and Bree? That I told her when we were having this conversation, don't repeat the things that I knew shouldn't be repeated. I told her, like, girl, don't repeat this. I'm venting to you. We having this type of conversation. Don't repeat this. That's what that was. Like I said, I own what I said. I take accountability for what I said, and I apologize for the manner in which it had to come out. But you all also have to take accountability, or her friend has to take accountability. Her friend thought it was a great way to capitalize off of that conversation, to come to the internet and tell your business. Brie and Bree didn't come to the internet reading those receipts. Her friend did. Her friend read out these receipts. Her friend wanted this big bag reckoning, because that's what you want to call it, getting the bag reckoning, because it wasn't mostly drag Keesha. It was let's get this bag by any means necessary. Let's go tell these people your lowest moment of your life, probably, or one of the lowest moments of your life, to get a check off of it and put her down in the process to make her look bad, when you know, like, okay, look, I've already said these things and done these things to this girl. This probably, her talking about me like this behind my back, I just got to kind of sort of take this to my chin, because I've done the worst of the worst to her. Because by that point, they had already slept together again while I was pregnant with Jori. And those are things that she knew subconsciously. Even if her friend didn't know it. You knew, like, I sat down, I apologized to the girl, came to the girl's home, met up with her kids, and did all these things. And now I'm going to be mad that she had this private conversation. But I don't want her to be mad that I was having these private, intimate moments with her boyfriend after she trusted me and him to be respectful and uphold boundaries. That's where we have these problems. That's why when we have these open-ended conversations, I only want to hear from mature people, because a lot of you guys are not mature in that aspect. A lot of you guys are not. You all have these wholehearted expectations of me to be perfect in any manner, and not to act out or be frustrated or be angry or have my feelings involved and attached in any way, shape, or form. But it was okay, and you all excuse. And like I said, this is not just a attack to her, because it's not about her. It's about the trolls and their desire to ruin me by any means necessary. But you all were able to forgive everything. You all completely excuse her behavior, and like, no one sat down and said it's immorally wrong to sit in, if you a liar, because that's what they call me, a liar is a liar. So if we're leaving that on the table, that a liar is a liar, then when someone apologizes to you for wronging you and says, I won't wrong you anymore, and they do wrong you again, that's flat out a liar. It doesn't matter if my boyfriend took part of the problem. The part is, you guys called me a liar for so many things, but excuse that behavior or tried to say, well, he didn't like you anyway, so it's okay. And he's told everybody over and over again that was never the case. It wasn't the case then. It's not going to be the case ever. But what I'm saying is, ultimately, with the Brilliant Bree situation, I apologized. I humbled myself. I came on my platform and I said, you know what? I'm sorry. I directed my apology to the person that it was deserving to. And I privately had that conversation. But everybody wants me to do this ass kissing and ass licking and, teeter-tottering around everybody else's feelings but my own feelings. Like, I don't have no feelings, or I'm not allowed to feel anything. Yeah, I'm not speaking on their co-parenting relationship. Y'all got to go ask them. I know about it. I'm not talking about it, because nobody ain't about to put no words in my mouth about nobody else's child ever again on this platform. Nope, I don't care. I don't care. I love Journey, Jiya, and Jori. I stand with Journey, Jiya, and Jori. They have like a lot of people, they act like a whole nother child should have been put above. And I just feel like all kids in this situation were not given that same fair grace. My kids were just as innocent in the situation as their brother. And the way that people drug my child and the way that people allow people to drug my children was just, yeah. So with that being said, I'm prioritizing and I'm going to protect my kids. And by that, I refuse to talk about anybody else. So y'all got to go ask anybody else about that, but it won't be me giving y'all that conversation. Exactly. Because even her friend came to the internet like, oh, he's still checking for her. She doesn't want him. Girl, you stand beside someone who just, like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Because like I said, I don't know if her friend was just as oblivious as me, but I damn sure was completely oblivious about any type of dealings. So that's my whole thing. It was okay. You all wanted me to talk about her in private situation. Y'all were crazy. Like, oh, she's telling Brit like this was my best friend at the time. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, come on now, let's be realistic. What are y'all talking? Like, this person went on to do interviews with Paris, a complete stranger. It felt like this was a safe space to talk about my feelings and my situation with my baby daddy and my child and my feelings about her because she's such a bad person. But I don't have one recollection of an apology being given to me for anything that was done to me. I don't have a recollection of anyone saying sorry to you for misinterpreting what the trolls said to me because I was mad at him in the moment for how he handled the situation with me, that I took it out on you. And I decided to feed off of the negative stuff about you instead of realizing that you didn't even have to invite me into your home while you were pregnant. You could have literally exiled me. You could have literally, been cold to me, disrespectful to me. Like, you could have done a lot of different things to me, and you didn't even she didn't take that into consideration. So that's why it's like when I had that conversation with Brie and Brie, at this point, it's kind of like, well, it is what it is at this point. Thank you so much. It would definitely have been an issue either way. Because like I said, Brie and Brie did not send those messages with pure intention. If Brie and Brie had pure intentions, Brie and Brie would have sent the conversation in October when we had it. Brie and Brie didn't send the conversation because Brie and Brie was talking mad-ish. And Brie and Brie unsent those messages. And now Brie and Brie wants to be mute and on a muscle because Brie and Brie wants no part of the situation. But you were doing things behind the scenes. You were doing things, you were throwing rocks and then hiding your hands, like they like to say. You were going behind the scenes, lying, adding on the stuff, making it more juicy than it really was. Oh, she was reaching out to me and other reactors and da 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 da. Like, no, it was nothing like that. We were having a heart to heart as women, talking about something because you made a video about me. And just like anybody else who made a video about me that I found out that was the title was misleading, I said something to them. Yes, I did. And I know a lot of people like, you can't control what other people say. Now I understood that then, but at that point I was going through postpartum depression. I'm triggered. My name is being attached to their baby mama, baby daddy drama in the worst way possible. And I have never seen anything like this in my life, like this type of scandal off of a lie. Like I said, now, if I did the things that were accused of me, then I would have to understand, but I did not. It's like no one had any saving grace for like, damn, Keesha, what? Like I said, like the victim word, I hate to throw that out because even she was telling me, you're not the victim in this, you're not the victim. Like only the kids were the victim. No, kind of sort of when both people sit down and you give them grace while your biggest house about to give birth and you talk to your man and you talk to the other woman and you say, hey, look, this is what's got to be for the peace and for the maturity and for the evolution of the betterment of everybody. And that's not what happens, then it kind of is, because like I said, I was oblivious to that alone. Now everything else we're not speaking about that. I'm talking about strictly after I sat down, after the apologies were given. So it's kind of like I did become the victim. Well, I was already a victim before, but for assuringly at that point, because I had no knowledge that I was being betrayed by anybody at that point. And I never came to the internet, and it still is not my intentions to come to the internet to be dragging her. That's not even my character. That's not the type of person that I am. That's not the type of woman that I want to be on the internet dragging someone. That like I can have my conversations with other people off, because that I'm allowed to have another life outside of YouTube. I'm allowed to be whatever, transparent as I want with my friends and my family about the situations that I deal with. But I never came to the internet to try to do anything that the trolls accuse me of. And I stayed silent so long. I stayed silent. I said, you know what? I'm losing so much. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. When I did the right approach, it wasn't appreciated. When I took the right approach, people were accusing me, she may do something to your baby. Like, what? Like, that's why we're here. Why y'all, when you say why is Martin making a series, that's why we're here now. When you all go to make such like most craziest rumors. What do you mean? Like, oh, watch out for her. Like, oh, she does this to her kids. Like, you all took the hate and literally said, we're gonna live this hate out loud at this point. Because for anyone to say that I would harm, like, I was a whole nanny for years, and y'all already know the families were all Caucasian. All three of the families that I nanny for were all Caucasian. If I ever was the type to be laying fingers or doing some harmful stuff, I would be behind bars as we speak. Y'all already know that. Y'all already know that. Like, these families love me, embrace me, and to this very day, talk to me, pour out into me, love me. They will be invited to the wedding. I see their kids in their Samuel just turned 9. Was it? Yeah, he just turned 9 a few days ago. Like, I'm still involved with all the families I nanny for. Their parents love me because that's just like, and that's not as normal when it comes to jobs and stuff. Like, there's a reason. Like, I don't, it's crazy. That was really hurtful. Like, to be like, oh, she's gonna do something. Like, no, it's really crazy. Now, when they're being, and that's where we're gonna leave this live at 11:11. Let's all say a prayer, and we're gonna leave this on this note right here from Ginger Love. Now, where they're being proved wrong, now it's let's move on. This is old. I 100% agree. But if people see the series for what it is, because I see it for what it is, like I said, I see everything for what it is. It's hard for me to even relive and watch this traumatic situation in front of me. At the end of the day, I know who the fault was of the situation, and I'm dealing with that, and I have dealt with that, and I understand that, and I have to live with that. But I also know that I was wrongly accused of something that never happened, and I never had intentions to do any of the things that were accused of me. I would have never done that ever. We could have been happily ever after at this point, if the trolls had not meddled in the business, or however, everything had to transpire, because that's still up to discussion. I guess Martin's going to uncover it as the series goes on. But when people are being proved wrong and you don't take accountability after what I had to suffer through, and like I said, holding my kids at night crying, or even throughout the day crying, my children having to wipe my tears, me having to be strong for my kids. Like, these are the things that y'all see. These are the things that Jeremy sees. So when y'all say, why is Jeremy not da da da, it's kind of like, babe, like, this was already so traumatic for you. Like, you dealt with so much. Like, you dealt with so fucking much. Like, I'm the one who had to see you and hold you and uplift you and see you at your worst, and then see you wipe those tears and turn on a smile and do your job, and still do your job, knowing that these people were watching you and attacking you and making you feel less than, making you feel like you were not good enough to be loved by, because that's what this whole thing's about. Like, the whole, oh, he doesn't really love her, like that whole movement of he doesn't really love her and all this other stuff is to intentionally make me feel like I'm not good enough to be loved by a man, when no one has the right to tell someone, anything like that anyways. But he had to deal with that. You get what I'm saying? He had to be the one to really deal with that. And that was already hard enough for me to have to bear that, than for us to have to be strong together and protect our kids like no other. And for me to be strong enough to take all this stuff legally, because just because I have the ability and I know for a fact I'm winning all of my cases that I'm pursuing, it's just still the fact that I have to be like, I can't even, like, even when the series is over, I still have to deal with court, and God knows when they're gonna give the court date for for Paris. God knows when. They taking forever with the first one. I'm like, come on now. It should be any day now that they give it, but it's still taking forever for the first one. So it's like I have to continuously remember. So when I get and testify on behalf of my pain, I have to be able to recall my truth. And by that, I can't really even put and suppress my pain that I've been through because I still have to go and testify about it. So the more I don't want to be looking up there stuttering. I gotta continue to relive the trauma over and over again so I can make sure I'm hitting all my points because I didn't come this far. Like I said, and it's not really a case that is, and not even in my opinion, I've trusted and believe when I've done my due diligence with this, but it's not anything that I feel like will be hard for me to win it by like I know that's not the issue, but just for me to have to go and present this is already hard enough. It's extremely hard enough. And I'm the only one who can testify on my behalf. I can't go pay. I mean, I could pay an attorney, but this is my life. And these are my kids who were completely thrown to the curb like little black kids and disposed of. Like, it's just disgusting what these people did. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Like, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. But I love y'all so much. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I'll see y'all. Me and Babe got a video coming out on Monday. And oh yeah, I got a big announcement next week. Well, me and Jayla got a big announcement. So y'all will see that. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for that support. Like I said, for Got Limbs, I think it's 5 more people. Well, everybody can get $60 off their order, but it was only a certain amount of people who can get the water bottle because as y'all can't see everything, but this room is filled to its capacity. And I don't think I want to resell the same style of these bottles. I have another bottle that I want to sell. So I really want to I didn't even realize I had this many damn bottles. I was like, damn, these bottles are never ending. So yeah, I was like, let me go ahead and offer another incentive. So I was like, the first 30 people can get $60 off plus a free bonnet plus a free bottle. And if you support me, then that's one of the biggest things you all can do at this time, is support my businesses and stuff like that. Or if you just want to buy a bottle, go to the website and just buy the bottle. And I get it for free. That would be great too. But I love y'all so much. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.